Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Para los que están en español, le pueden dar a la traducción que vamos a tener traducción simultáneamente. Mm, Ahora sí. Okay. So, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear Lina? Yes. Lina's good. Yes. Spanish. Okay. Perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. Okay. So, like I was saying, great morning. Welcome to cycle 53. So, Lina, you're on mute, they said. There's no audio. Se escucha la interpretación ahora otra vez hoy, pero fue el audio. Ángel, debes estar como intérprete también. So, Johan, ¿me puedes hacer como intérprete? O ya, todavía. Are we good now? Are we good? Okay. Okay. Entonces, si están en español, seleccionen español. For English, you just make sure you're on the main audio. Okay. We're good to go. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you have your cameras on. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Great morning. Glad to see you all. There's 111 people on the call. Let's make sure that everyone on your team is on this call because the best trained team always wins. The best trained team will always make the most money. We are here to equip, empower, and educate you with the right information, the right vision, and the belief so that you can go out there and achieve your dreams and make your dreams come true. So keep inviting. Let's get this call to 200 people. Is the first day of the cycle. Is the first day of the cycle, and we're going to start this cycle off with a bang. We have some powerful training today, some powerful testimonials, and you want to make sure you are in a position to take notes, because note takers are money makers. You want to act as if we are having a one-on-one conversation. It's just you and me. It's just you and the speaker, you and the trainer that will speak today. And you are paying full attention without any distractions. Put your phone on do not disturb. Turn it off, whatever you have to do, unless you're obviously on Zoom via your phone. So let's see here. Do we have, okay. Let's see, Justin and RJ. So now, my name is Angel Carmona. For those of you who don't know me, and I'm one of the leaders here in the team, the Sky Team Royal Family Team, Sky Team Mundial, and I will be your host for today. And I will also be doing the leadership portion of the training today. So continue to invite everybody as I bring up the first guest speaker. This gentleman is basically a brand new emerald. He's been involved for a very short period of time, and he has a very powerful story because he's one of the first two emeralds in Dubai, where the company headquarters is in Dubai, and there has not been any promotions. I don't even think there's a consultant there before this gentleman decided to get started with his business partner and his wife. And he's going to share with you just 10 minutes of his story, what he does for a living, where he was, a few months ago, to where he's at now, being one of the only two emeralds. His sponsor was the other emerald in Dubai, and he's going to tell you what they're doing and where they're going and what helped him get to this level. So type a number 7 in the chat and help me bring up to the call none other than my friend and business partner, Mr. RJ. RJ, are you on the call, sir?
¿Cómo estás, everyone? ¿Cómo estás? Guys, please drop a number 2 for Mr. Angel Carmona. Thank you for that good introduction. Thank you so much, mentor. Guys, I would like to introduce myself first. Okay, I'm RJ, based in Dubai, and I'm a dad of 2. What I'm doing here in Dubai is I'm a choreographer and a performer. And I'm the type of person that I'm always looking for an opportunity for my friends, for my circle, and especially to my crew. Because yeah, I mentioned I'm a dancer, right? But years after years doing this, dancing in Dubai, we're so broke. Like years after years, I'm tired seeing everyone in my team being broke, and that broke my heart as well every day. Because yes, we're doing dancing passionately, but our our wallet and our finances is not really good. And that's the time I decided to look for mentor. And I asked mentor Felix for an opportunity if he know some opportunity for us, for my team and for my crew. And he said, mentor Felix said, hey bro, I have this platform called B, This is all about trading and AI automation. And I'm like, okay, mentor, can you show it to me? Can you explain it to me? Because Mentor Felix is my mentor in life and in business. So whatever he says, I'm gonna jump in. So when I knew about when I knew about B, I'm ready to jump in with no doubt. But of course, I'm still skeptical. And I told Mentor Felix, with all due respect, Mentor, can we check the legalities of B? Because I heard that the office is in Dubai. So what we did, we went to the main office for me to see if it's legal and compliant. And good news, and I'm happy that I met the legal team, the legal department. Then after that night, the next day, I told my guys, hey guys, I told all of my crew, hey guys, I have this opportunity, a big opportunity. Let's jump in. And now, thanks to B and the system of Sky Team and Royal Family, 80% of our customers are profitable. And that's our number one priority. And just last cycle, cycle 52, we have 2 emeralds, 2 ruby, 11 sapphire, and multiple consultant. And of course, special thanks to our mentors, Mentor Ivan Martinez, Mentor Monono Franco, Mentor Javi and Cami, Mentor, of course, Mentor Angel and Jen Carmona, Mentor Teron, and the one and only Mentor Jericho. And guys, before I end, I would like to give 3 tips. Okay? Number 1, if you want to build big here in B, don't miss events. Trust me. I'm a product of events. My first event was here in Dubai with Sky Team, and I was Sapphire. When I met in person, Mentor Ivan, Mentor Angel, everyone who's the top earners, my dream went, my heart and my mind went explode. You know what I mean? And that by that time, I decided to go all in. Okay, so if you want to build big here in B, don't miss events and bring your whole team with you. By that, you will be in the same rhythm, same goal, and one page. In fact, Team Dubai, my team, okay, Team Flex, Team Dubai, will be in Vancouver on June 15 on the convention with Daniel G. All right, so guys, again, events is the key. Number 2, have a yes attitude. Have a yes coach attitude. They know everything that you don't know. They already have the results. So just say yes. All right, and number 3, nobody started great. Just keep going. And if you feel down, if you feel discouraged, again, just keep going. Nobody started great. Thank you so much, Mentor Angel. That's all for me. Thank you so much.
Guys, drop a number 5 in the chat right now for none other than brand new Emerald, Coach RJ, crushing it in Dubai, soon to be the first diamond in Dubai. Congratulations, bro. You and your wife and your whole crew are killing it. I know you're doing another call right now and you sacrificed to get on this call. That shows how much leadership you have and how much you care about pouring into others. So thank you for taking your time and we'll talk later, bro. See you soon. All right, guys, listen, keep inviting. We're 163 people. Let's keep getting this call to over 200 people. You don't know this, but I know this. It will be the #1 cycle for Sky Team and B, period. This will be our biggest cycle. I already know this. We already mastermind this cycle 2 cycles ago. Me, Javi, Cami, Luis Fernando, and Ivan, we got together and we said, okay, cycle 53. During cycle 51, we were planning cycle 53, that this will be the biggest cycle. What's up, Aminul in Bangladesh? See, we have people from all over the world connected on the call right now. Type in the chat where you're tuning in from. I want to see where everybody's at right now. See, Bangladesh is in the house. Colombia, Bogota, Calgary, Nevada, Colombia, Bogota, Cucuta, Chile. Miami, Bogota, Cucuta, Doha, Colombia. Look at this, Calgary, Bogota. Wow. Huila, Neiva, Tunja, Bogota, Colombia. Wow, so many people. Saskatchewan, Madrid, Huila, California. People from all over the world. This is one team united, global. Sky Team Mundial. That means global sky team. Cartagena, Cali, High River, Alberta. Look, people from all over the world connected to this call. Venezuela, Philippines. It's 1 a.m. in Philippines. People are connected. That tells you what we're doing something right. People are sacrificing their sleep to be on this call. North Dakota, but I'm in from Winnipeg. Moncton, New Brunswick, Burnaby. People from all over Canada, all over North America, all over Latin America, all over Asia, all over Europe. People are on the call, guys. Keep inviting. There's no excuse. You either want it bad enough, or you're going to make an excuse. So, guys, the next guy I'm about to bring up, he needs no introduction because he's only been involved for 8 months, I believe. Yeah, yesterday made 8 months, and this guy is a lifetime top enroller. Last 3 cycles top enroller. Last cycle top enroller. Presidential diamond in 6 months. Made 6 figures last month, him and his girlfriend. And now he's on the run for Royal Diamond. He's helping so many people see success. He only has 3.5 years experience. This is his second company. He's only 28 years old, completely financially free because of this opportunity. And he's going to tell you where he was 8 months ago, how he got to Ruby his first cycle, and Emerald. Well, his first 2 weeks he hit Ruby, and Emerald his first cycle. He's going to tell you that story, how he did it, how he did an event, right? While he was only Ruby, 2 weeks in, did his own event. How many of you been in more than 2 weeks and you haven't even done a presentation, not even a Zoom call? This guy did it. He rented a hotel. He's going to tell you how he did that, and it got him all the way to Presidential Diamond in 6 months. Last month promoting multiple emeralds on his team, multiple rubies on his team. Has the #1 enroller last cycle on his team. He's going to tell you his story. And I don't want to take any more away from his training, but pay attention because this guy is incredible. Drop a number 6 in the chat for 6-figure monthly earner, Justin Macali now.
What's up, guys? Ahora, hola, hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, señora and papi? All right. We're gonna start very soon. I will only be here for 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe this can help you guys become presidential. If you guys are excited, type in presidential. All right. Why? Because at first I was just being inspired by my mentors, and then if you listen to them, you will get there, you know. So yeah, that's my partner AJ. So now presidential. All right. So now let's go, guys. I prepared something for you all because I want to inspire, because before when I started I was also just inspired. Okay, but before that I want to share this first to my mentor Angel. He's the reason why I've reached my fullest potential. But I'm not here for 8 months. I've only been here for 7 months. Okay, so I started October 8th, November, December, January, February, May, March, April, May. 7 months, right? When I started here, I don't want you guys to look where I am right now. I want you to look where I started and what I did to get here, because many people Sorry, am I speaking fast? Let me know. Let me know if I'm speaking fast. I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. Okay. So thank you. Anyways, yeah. My fault. My fault. My fault. Okay. Let's take it easy. Lo siento. Correct. Lo siento. Okay. When I started 7 months ago, I don't want you to look where I am now. I want you to look where I started and what I did. Because many want the results, but for you to get the results, you need to go through the process. Okay? So I started with no money. I only had $80, but now on my last month, I have made 70,000 USD in my 6th month being in B. Okay? Thank you, B. And I only had 80,000. Sorry, I only had $80. Okay? But anyways, in short, what I want to teach you guys is how you can become diamond before the year ends, or hopefully 3 to 6 months, just like what I did. Okay? If you guys are ready, type ready, because I'm gonna give you my secrets. Okay? Most people don't give their secrets, but I'm gonna give it to you because te amo. I love you all. All right? Let me see. Let me see. Ready, ready, ready. Okay? So, 3 tips to scale your momentum. 3 tips. Okay? Not 5, not 10, just 3. So it's simple to execute. Okay? It's not how much you know, but it's how fast you execute. Like my mentor Angel always says, knowledge is not power, it's applied knowledge that is power. So what you will apply after this will determine your results. Okay? Many people want the secret sauce, the shortcuts. Many want easy. Guys, if there's a shortcut, I don't know yet. Okay? But I'll show you something what I did. Listo. All right, listo. Now the first tip, since I only have very quick, you need to know what do you want. Why do you want it? Let's say I want to make sapphire. Before when I started, I had 0, so I wanted extra 3,000 US dollars. So why do I want it? Because I don't want to worry about my grocery, my bills. When I reached sapphire, I saw my parents were struggling. And that's where I wanted to achieve the next rank, which is ruby. Okay? So in short, if I need sapphire, I need 4,000 on my left, 4,000 volume on my left, 4,000 on my right. So if I have 4 weeks to do it, what actions do I need to do for me to hit sapphire? Ruby, you want 14,000 points in your left, 14,000 points in your right. Why do you want ruby? Because you want to become financially free. You want to quit your job. You want to help your parents. What actions do you need? And then you execute. Maybe you need to do more inviting. Maybe you need to do more closing. Maybe you need to do more presentation. And then execute on it. Okay? So it really all comes down to what do you really want. If you want emerald, which is 12 to 15,000 USD per month, you gotta look, who are your runners? How much will you self-produce? How many volume do you need to achieve it? You know, it's very simple math. You just have to reverse engineer it. Okay? You want ruby. You want $6,000 to $8,000 per month. Who are your runners? How much can you produce? How many volume do you need to achieve it? Because many people always want something, and once they're there, they just like to complain. For me, I wanted presidential because I want to achieve myself. I want to bring my potential. I want to challenge myself, and I want to make $90,000, right? Canadian, sorry, 70K USD. Okay, so 2 is if you are not skilled, if you are not great in the skills you need to do more. Guys, I saw a video where Stephen Curry, he is great in basketball, but he's doing a lot of practices every day. Many people, they want the Ruby income, but they're not willing to hone their skills. I believe also, again, my mentor Angel, he's just very full of wisdom. I aspire to be like that guy. If you have 5 hours to cut a tree, he would spend 4 hours to sharpen the saw and then 1 hour to cutting. It's called working hard and working smart. So why am I saying you have to do more? Because I believe that repetition is the mother of learning. Like for me to become big in the gym, I need to do more reps. I gotta work out more. Here, if you're not good at presenting, we'll talk to 100 people, not just 5, not just 10. Justin, I've already talked to 50, 100. It's not working. We'll do 500 to 1,000. Why? That's what it takes for you to become financially free. That's what it takes for you to become to have generational wealth. That's what it takes for you to become the first millionaire in your family. Then guess what? You got to put in the work. Okay? You cannot control the prospect's timing, but you can control doing more. Okay, someone's trying to draw. Okay, anyways, I have a team member. Basically, I invited her on my 4th day. I wasn't even Sapphire. And she just joined last week, and she's 1 week consultant. Her name is Fiona, and her partner is Miel. They joined after my presidential, although she saw me reaching diamond and above. So in short, I'm not gonna wait for her. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more. My goals, my dreams, my aspirations will not stop for one person. Okay? Last but not the least, are you guys ready for the secret tip? Are you guys ready? If you're not good in training like me, I'm not very good at training. It's the first time I spoke just when I started in B. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a good in training yet, but you gotta bring them to events. Justin, here we go again with events. For real, if you want what I achieve, then this is the secret. The income you will get will come from the programming of your mind. Why? Because if you want to make a lot of income, you need to become a leader. And as a leader, you will not get vision from yourself. You will get the vision from successful people. Because for me, when I was Esmeralda on my 6th week, when I met mentor Ivan, mentor Luis, mentor Javi, I told myself like, wow, if I'm good in English, I can do that. I can do what they did. But I will not become diamond if I didn't get inspired from them. Okay? Justin, how do I really become diamond? You gotta surround yourself with winners. You know, when I came here, I was only diamond, you know. But yeah, this is my idols, my inspiration, right? Justin, why? Because have you noticed when you go to work, your coworkers are just negative and always complaining? And that wasn't really getting me to where I am. Because who you surround yourself with is who you become. You surround yourself with average people, you become like them. And although there's nothing wrong with being average, but I'm talking to people who wants more, then you gotta surround yourself with winners. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room because there's no room for growth in there. Okay, I'm gonna be done in the next 2 minutes, but events will help you become solid diamond. I went to Colombia. When I went to Colombia, I was only emerald for 6 weeks, and then I became diamond the next cycle after. So in the same cycle where I was diamond, I went to Dubai, and then I got inspired by Munir, by the Sky Team Dubai incentive. And then that pushed me to become presidential. And then now I'm in the cruise now. I'm inspired to become royal. Woo! Let's go. So now what I want to share, we have a blue group. This is for me, this is what happened. Basically, we had a blueprint training. Like, I'm very grateful to my mentors who's just really passionately wanting to help a lot of people. We have someone in 1 month, 5 weeks, he hit 2 cycles Ruby. First 2 weeks, Ruby, another cycle this month, Ruby. Atelin, I think, yeah. Although I don't know how old she is, one thing I do know is this is a cheat hack for you to get a solid income. And Daniel G event, basically, I bought 50 tickets. I paid $10,000 for me to invest in my team so that we all can grow together, because your income will determine from your leader's income. And with your leader's income, how you can determine that is if they have a big team. But how they can become a big team is when you bring them to events, okay? So I'm gonna be done. Very grateful. I went to my first event in Colombia because that's where it all started. And then I went to Dubai. And then I went to the cruise, okay? So my rubies and above that I help, it's the first time I've helped many people to make 5 figures income and above, and it's all because of our training and system with Royal Family. And this is it's just feels really fulfilling, you know, that I was able to help them and make income, right? And yeah, I've made 157,000 US dollars in 7 months plus this cycle. So yeah, that being said, nothing is impossible if you just work your butt off in the next 6 months. So that being said, I'm gonna pass it to the best mentor, Angel Carmona.
Wow. Guys, I don't even have to say anything else. He just showed you his results. With last month, I mean, he's almost at 200,000 US dollars in 7 months. Type 200 in the chat if you could use an extra $200,000. Like if you can use an extra $200,000, type a number 200 in the chat. You know, Justin's a regular guy, but extraordinary work ethic, extraordinary focus, extraordinary desire, extraordinary positive attitude. That's what it takes to win. That's what it takes from going from not being able to afford groceries to last month, last cycle, he bought 12 Apple MacBook laptops for his team. Just to give back to his team. 12 MacBooks. Wouldn't you want to be one of those kind of leaders that you can buy laptops for your whole leadership team? But you know what? He didn't just buy them laptops. He also invested into 50 tickets into the up and coming event that we have. We have an event, a convention coming up here in North America. And him and his girl, AJ, dropped $10,000 for 50 tickets. But because he did that, he sold the tickets in 5 minutes. See, he took the first step and the universe did the rest. I called them on the phone and I said, you guys need to buy 50 tickets and take the first step. And they were coachable 100%. And because they did that, now they're going to have the most people at that event. Whoever has the most real estate in the room will make the most money because more people will be getting trained. More people will be catching the vision. More people will be getting equipped with the language. I always say, this business is a language. The moment that my words come out of your mouth, my money will go into your bank account. You guys are not listening. Type a number 2 in the chat if you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay. So let's start. Now is my turn. See, this is not going to be a long call at all. It's probably going to be the shortest call in the history of Mundial University, but it will be the most effective. Information on us, but the execution is on you. So before we get started, I want to introduce myself. I want to tell you more about my background. For those of you who don't know me, we have over 217 people on the call. Keep inviting to the last minute, because you never know. People may hear that one thing that'll click for them. And, you know, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Angel Carmona, and I'm just a regular guy with extraordinary dreams. Prior to me becoming an entrepreneur, to getting started in this business, in this industry, 13 plus years ago, I used to be a professional boxer. But because I grew up in a rough neighborhood in Miami, Florida, I was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that led to me getting shot, which ended my boxing career. So in a world that I knew nothing but boxing, I prayed to God for an answer, another vehicle to drive me to my dreams. Because my dream was never to become a pro boxer, but to get rich and travel the world, start my own charity, and provide for my family. So when one vehicle broke down, I was introduced to this industry of network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, personal growth and development, by the same person that introduced me to boxing when I was 10 years old. I remember like it was yesterday. I was at home and I got in contact with the guy who introduced me to boxing through Facebook. He told me happy birthday and to give him a call. But I was so embarrassed because I had not talked to this guy in over 10 years at the time. And I was so embarrassed of where I was in my life that I didn't call him for 2 weeks. My birthday is December 15th. So 2010, December 15th, he told me happy birthday, give him a call. And I didn't call him until the first week of January. You know, New Year's resolution, new year, new me. And I wanted a change. I didn't know what to do. And I'm going through my message. Who's the most successful person that I know? And I thought about this guy, Juan. And I was like, man, I need to give him a call. So I called him and I said, hey, Juan, it's Angel from the boxing gym. Remember me? And he said, who? I said, Angel, remember from boxing? He said, oh, Angel. He said, listen, I'm walking into a meeting right now and I can't talk, but I can text you. So he hung up and he started to text me. And he said, how are you? How have you been? I said, I've been good, you know, just hanging in there trying to get by. He said, are you still boxing? I said, no, you know, I got shot and, you know, I can't really walk anymore because I got shot. He was like, wow. He was like, well, are you working? I said, no, I just got out of jail. So, you know, I don't have a job. He's like, okay, do you have a car at least? I said, no, I don't have a car. I don't have a laptop. I don't have any money, man. I'm lost and I'm struggling. And this is what he told me next. He said, okay, what are you doing tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock? It was a Friday night, so he was asking for tomorrow, Saturday morning at 9 in the morning. I say, nothing. Why? What's up? He said, listen, I'm sending someone to go pick you up. Be dressed business attire sharp. We're going to travel the world and we're going to make a lot of money. That's exactly what he told me. And I was excited. I was so excited. He said, I'm working with some people. They're very successful, multi-millionaire in the digital business space, online business. I'm going to connect you with them so that you can take a top spot in the business. This whole time, I'm thinking he's going to get me a job, but I did not know I was going to be introduced to this industry. Write this down. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day that you find out why you were born. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. Now, the two most important days in your business is the day you get started and the day you decide to do the business. The two most important days in your business is the day you get started and the day you decide to actually do the business. You know how many people sign up with me, pay $1,799, but they never decide to do the business? Decision is one of those words that can change your life. The word decide stems from the root Latin word of sedere. Sedere means to kill off. So when you decide, you're killing off all other options. Example, decide, homicide, genocide, suicide. All that means to kill. So when you decide, you're killing off all other options. What happened to me, I went to that event the next day and I made a decision that I was going to start in this industry and change my life. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job, because when I went there and I made that decision, I said to myself, okay, I need a job to fund my business, because they talked about events and books that I needed to read, and I didn't have money. So I know I needed to get a job to buy the books. I needed a job so that I can buy the flights and the tickets to these conventions that they would have every 4 months, every 3 months, every quarter, they will have these events. And I said, okay, I need money to fund my business. But I went and I got a job with my mindset. I saw an end in mind. I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. So I made that decision that I was going to start in this industry. And I'm about to take you through my process, how I got here. It was all a compilation of many decisions that led to where I'm at today. My first decision was to reach out to a guy who I had not spoken to in over 10 years. I got out of my comfort zone. How many of you don't want to reach out to people that you have not spoken to in over 10 years? You have to make that decision. The second decision, after I decided to call him, I made a decision to attend this event. I made a decision not to cancel because I was scared, because I did not know what I was about to see. I made that decision. When I showed up, at the end of the presentation, I tried giving him 1,000,001 excuses. It was actually $4.99 to start that business. And I told him I didn't have $4.99. I had 499 excuses why I couldn't do the business. I told him, listen, Juan, I don't have friends. I have enemies. I don't have any money. I don't have a job. I don't have any credibility. I just got out of jail. I don't have any reputation. I can't walk because I got shot. I can't speak because I've been punched in the head too many times from boxing. And right then and there, he stopped me. He said, Angel, stop. You could either make excuses or you can make money and change your life, but you can't make both. He said, borrow the money if you have to, because if you do this business right, you'll never have to borrow money ever again. I said, well, can I go home and think about this? He said, think about it. Angel, thinking has gotten you where you're at right now in your life. And if you're not happy financially, stop thinking and start taking action. He told me, when you're digging for gold, don't be concerned with the price of the shovel. And right then and there, I decided not to let my past control my destiny. Though I lack many things, one thing I did have, I had a burning desire to change my life, and I was determined and dedicated to making that happen. I made a decision. I said, you know what? I gave boxing 12 years. I even tried to become a rapper. For like 8 years, I was trying to rap. After I got shot, I said, you know what? I'm a gangster, right? Why not become a rapper? I tried getting rich, becoming a rapper, tried getting rich, becoming a boxer. I tried getting rich, going to school. I tried getting rich, going to get a job. I tried getting rich, selling drugs and being in the streets. I tried everything. So I made a decision. I said, you know what? I tried everything. Why not give this 5 to 10 years? I gave everything else 5 to 10 years. Why not give this 5 to 10 years? And I made a decision to become coachable and follow everything that they told me. I told him, Juan, but what about this? What about that? He said, Angel, don't worry about any of that. Just follow my coaching and you will get paid before you even know the name of the company. So that's what I did. He told me, make a list. I made a list. He told me, call my list and do this, this, and that. And I called them. He told me to show up to as many training as possible until I learned the language. And that's what I did. I told him, how many trainings do I have to attend? He said, until you're the one doing the training. I said, okay. He said, but once you're the one doing the training, you're not going to want to stop doing the training because that means you have the most people in the room and you'll be making the most money. I said, look, I will do this, but I just don't want to talk to people. I don't want to talk in front of people. He said, Angel, what if I paid you $20,000 a month to talk in front of people? I said, okay, give me the microphone. When do I start? And he said, see, Angel, that's the thing. You have to talk first and then you make the 20,000. So I made a decision that I was going to start talking to people. I was going to start talking in front of the room. I said, okay, but seriously, how many of these events do I have to attend? He said, Angel, let me ask you a question before I answer your question. He said, when you have a job, how often do you go to your job? Oh, I said, I go to my job every day. He said, exactly. You go to a job every day and you're still broke. Why not go to these events once a week, once a quarter, once a day, and get rich eventually? People go to work every day, 8 to 10 hours a day, and at the end of the day, at the end of 2 weeks, at the end of the month, they don't have enough money. Napoleon Hill once said, I feel bad for the man that goes to work 8 hours a day and come home and now work on their own dreams. You're working 8 hours a day to build someone else's dream, your boss's dream, the owner of your company's dream, but you don't come home to work on your own dream. So I made a decision that I was not going to miss an event. See, I'm a common sense type of person. If it makes sense to me, I'm going to do it. Smart people, they learn from their own mistakes. Wise people, they learn from the mistakes of others. And dumb people, they never learn at all. That's why they're not on this call. See, there's no right or wrong way to do this business. There's just effective and ineffective. Some are more effective than others. Some ways are more effective than others. You can do one-to-one presentation, or you can do group presentations with 10, 20, 30, 40 people at a time. One is more effective than the other. One will get you faster than the other. You can try explaining the business and training your team, or you can be coachable, invite people to the trainings, the live events, and have the professional million-dollar earners train your people, present to your people. You decide. Decide, am I a common sense person? Am I going to learn from my own mistakes? Or am I going to learn from the mistakes of others? Am I going to work hard, like Justin said, or work smart, right? You decide. So what happened to me my first year, I started going to as many events. We didn't have Zoom back then, but we would have conference call. We had to call a 1-800 number and get on a phone and listen to my mentor. He had to paint the vision, just talking about what we can do, and he'll coach us and train us just on the phone like this. No Zoom. There was no video phone. There was no iPhone back in 2011, right? Like, I didn't have one at least, right? So we would hop on conference calls and just listen to him. And then that company had events every quarter. Every quarter they had events. And what happened to me when I decided to get started, my mentor told me the guy who was the leader of that organization was making like $75,000 a month. And he was 2 years older than me. At the time, he was 25 years old, making $75,000 a month. And he had a little sister that was 22 years old, 1 year younger than me. And this lady was making $20,000, $30,000. She was like a diamond in the company. And I was so impressed with this young lady, and I was part of her team. And my sponsor, Juan, told me, Angel, if you do a home meeting with 20 people, I can get her to do a meeting for you. I said, are you serious? He said, yep, but you have to let me know because she's always booked up like 1 month in advance. Her calendar is booked up 1 month in advance. I was like, wow. So I went to my brothers, who were my first two business partners, and they told me, and I told them, yo, let's pack out our house with over 20 people so that she can come and do a presentation for us. And that's what we did. We went and we did a presentation. We did a presentation, and this lady came to our house, and it was over 20 people there. And at the end of the presentation, she walks up to me and says, nice group of people. Are you going to the convention? I was only 2 weeks into the business. And I told her, no, I spent all my money getting started and buying all the products. Because over there, you had to pay to start and you had to pay to buy the products. So I had $1,000, and my $1,000 went on the products and getting started. I said, I'll go to the next convention, because the convention was like 1 or 2 weeks away. And that young lady looked at me in my face and she said, if you don't go to this convention, you're going to quit and I'm never going to work with you again. And she turned around and walked away in front of all of my friends. And I'm looking around like, oh my God, no woman ever spoke to me like that. And I went to Juan and I was like, Juan, please, you have to help me get to this convention. She's never going to work with me if you don't help me, please. And Juan was like, okay. I'll help you. Don't worry about it. So Juan helped me. He invested in me. He rented a van and he paid for my hotel and he gave me food to eat for the entire weekend. It was a 3-day convention in North Carolina. And I remember when I got there, I didn't even have any clothes. I had to borrow a suit. To get into this convention. And the hotel that we were in wasn't even a hotel. It was a motel. And Juan put 10 people of us in one room. And there were only 2 towels and 2 beds. 10 people, 2 towels, 2 beds. And he let the girls sleep on the beds and the guys sleep on the floor. A motel full of drug addicts. And it was 30 minutes from downtown in North Carolina, in Charlotte, North Carolina. 30 minutes away in a poor neighborhood. And we would have to catch the bus to go to the convention. But when I went inside the convention, I asked Juan for my ticket. He said, don't worry, I'm going to sneak you in. And he cut his bracelet and put it around me. And he said, just go in with my bracelet. And I was like, bro, I don't want to go back to jail. He said, don't worry. Just act with confidence. So now, this is why I believe in investing in people. I believe that if you sacrifice and invest in people to come to events, to see the bigger picture, listen to what happened to me. When I went into that event, I started to believe. I started to dream big. I started to see all type of people winning at a high level. And I said, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. Write this down. People make big decisions at big events. People make big decisions at big events. Here is the key to this business. Get people who are better than you to events that are bigger than you. Let me repeat. Here's the secret magic key. Get people who are better than you to events that are bigger than you. Juan knew that I was more successful in boxing than him. So he invested in me because he knew I had more discipline. And he got me to an event that was bigger than him. And because of that, over the next 12 months, here's what happened. I became really, I decided, so remember the first event that I went to, I decided to get started in the industry. But now I went to this event and now I decided to go diamond and become a millionaire in the industry. Now the big convention, I decided to become a millionaire and become a diamond and above. So it was 2 decisions, right? Well, multiple decisions, right? I decided to call Juan. Then I decided to attend the first event. Then I decided to continue to attend the event. Then I decided to give this 5 to 10 years. Then I decided to be coachable when he told me to make a list. And I decided to pack my house with 20 people like he told me so that young lady could come and do the meeting, the presentation. Then when she told me that she was not going to work with me, I decided to go to this convention. Then when I went to the convention, I decided that I was going to become a millionaire in this industry and become a diamond and above. So I decided to continue. There was a guy at that convention. I don't remember much from that convention, but I remember a guy in that convention saying, be here 1 year from today. He said, do everything your mentors tell you and be here 1 year from today. And 1 year from today, I want you to measure how much money you made, how much customers you have, and how much you've grown as a person. Look at Justin and AJ. They're not even 12 months in yet. Almost at 200,000 in 7 months. It's over 200,000 Canadian, but in US dollars, almost 200,000. He can measure how much he's grown. He can measure how much his income has grown, his bank account has grown, and he can measure how many customers he has. He hasn't even been a year, but that was the challenge that that guy gave to us on that stage. And I decided to listen to him. I said, okay, he said, do everything your mentors tell you to do. Be here 1 year from today and measure those 3 things. How much money you made, how many customers you have, and how much you've grown as a person. So this is what happened. 11 months and 2 weeks before my 12-month anniversary, we had another convention coming. But then we had a boot camp 2 weeks before the convention. And guess what I did? I decided to attend this boot camp. And we had this book right here. We had this book. In this book, it was a boot camp. Look at this. My mentor did this. He had this book in this boot camp 2 weeks before my 12-month in the company. I was 60 customers away from achieving diamond in that company. 60. And I decided to attend the boot camp. And in that boot camp, I learned one strategy that completely changed my life and my business. One. And that strategies was power hours. I did not know about power hours. So when I decided to attend that event, I also decided not to go by myself. I decided to bring people with me to that boot camp. Right? So when we went to that boot camp, me and my entire team, right? Write this down. Never grow alone. Write it down. Never grow alone. I decided to never grow alone, so I brought people to this boot camp with me. And in that boot camp, we learned about power hours. I got out of that boot camp and I got with my team. And within 3 days, in less than 72 hours, we did power hours every day. And we signed up over 60 customers. And I became a diamond in that company. Write this down. Once the mind is stretched by an idea or thought, it'll never go back to its original dimensions. Once your mind is stretched by an idea or thought, it'll never go back to its original dimensions. After I became a diamond, I decided to promote to my entire team to get to this convention. It was the 1 year. Remember the guy said, be here 1 year from now? 1 year had passed and now we have the same convention again. And I decided to come, but not with me, by myself. This time I brought over 100 people with me so they can feel what I felt a year ago, so they can learn and be inspired and catch the vision like I caught the vision 1 year ago. And guess what happened? Coming out of that convention, my 13th month in business, I made $25,000. Like 20, depending, right? 25 Canadian, 22,000 US. And I made more money my 13th month than I had the first 12 months in business combined. The first 12 months, on my 13th month, I made more money my 13th month than all 12 months combined. Why? How is this possible? Because of events. See, if you try building the business without attending events, you have to pull people. You have to drag people. But if you get people to events and you come out of the event, those people will be pushing you because they will be running. They'll be, get out of my way. Get out of my way. They'll be running. You no longer have to tell them, hey, Nico, get on the call. Hey, Shamaya, remember we have an event. Hey, Susana, don't forget we have the call. Hey, Charlene, remember. No, you don't have to do that anymore. And that's what happened to me because I made those decisions. And you know, we kept repeating that over and over again. And we were there for, we did really good there. But like I always say, good is the enemy of great. Then it came a time that we made a decision to come over to B. And we made a decision to partner up with Sky Team. And we went from being good to great. We took our lifestyle, our business, and our income and impact and influence to another level. Even though we made millions of dollars, even though I have more years experience than Javi, Cami, and Luis Fernando in this industry, I decided, because they had the results in B that I did not have, when I joined the Sky Team Mundial, I decided to be coachable to them. They gave me a game plan to hit diamond in my first cycle. I decided to follow it. I didn't tell them, oh, I already made millions. I didn't tell them, oh, I have over 10 years experience. I didn't tell them, oh, I was number one in this company. I was number one in my team. No, I made a decision to become coachable. You see, my life and business is a result, is a reflection of the decisions that I continuously make. Type a number 7 in the chat if this is making sense. If this is coming together for you guys. Okay. Let me see. Why I'm sharing this story with you guys is because you can make a decision right now. You can make a decision to work hard or work smart. You can make a decision right now to do it your own way or become coachable to the people that have already done it. And our jobs as leaders is to lead by example and provide a winning environment so that you can plug into and win. And part of that environment is the events that we do. And we put together the leadership here, the diamonds and above. We invested our time, energy, and money into putting together events so that you guys can follow our strategy and system that got us to where we are today. And I'm going to share with you the set of events that we put together. The first event we have is this Tuesday in Bogota, Colombia. Myself, Javi, Cami, Luis Fernando, Ivan, and Monono. We're going to be there doing an event in Bogota. If you're not in Colombia, okay, who do you know in Colombia? This business is in 200 countries. We can operate in 200 countries. It just so happened that we're going to be there with the only two Hall of Famers, well, four, but they're two teams. The only four Hall of Famers in network marketing history in Colombia. Ivan Martinez, Monono Franco, Javi and Cami, they're going to be there. Presidential Diamond, soon to be Royal Diamond, Luis Fernando is going to be there. I'm going to be there. This is one event that you guys can plug into. That's the information. Look, only 20,000 peso. Get back to the person who invited you. Make sure you have your tickets. Okay? Why are we doing this event? Because it's a follow-up for the next event. We have a boot camp with the founders of the company in Medellin, Colombia. Angel, but you made millions of dollars. You've been doing this 13 years. Why are you going to go to another training? You guys don't get it. Remember, I'm looking for that one thing. If I can get one thing that can help me go from presidential to Royal Diamond, from Royal Diamond to ambassador and beyond, all I'm looking for one thing. Every time I attend a training, I'm looking for that one thing. Because like I said earlier, once the mind is stretched by an idea or thought, it'll never go back to its original dimensions. The information you do not know is costing you the money you do not have, the freedom and lifestyle that you do not have. I tell Justin all the time, applied knowledge is power. You hear me say it all the time. Information can change your situation, but only through implementation. That's why we're giving you the information, but the application is on you. Are you going to decide to attend the Bogota event? Are you going to decide to attend and never grow alone the Medellin convention? That Medellin convention is for Latin America, but we have our North America convention as well. But before that, we have a boot camp in Toronto with all the top leaders in North America. Then we have the Toronto event. You guys can plug in. Who do you know in Toronto? Who do you know in Canada? Toronto is connected to the United States. People from the US can drive up from New York, from New Jersey, from Ohio. And then we have our own North American convention. We're flying in a guest speaker. You can get your tickets from your upline diamonds. We have people coming from all over the world. Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, United States, all over Canada, Europe, Latin America coming to this event. This is our own North American event that we put together because we made a decision. Because I think the Medellin convention is already sold out. So we're doing our own convention. And we put it in place for you guys. You guys can try to do this your way, or you can learn from the ways that we did it and just follow the suit, and you see the results. You see the results that we have. Since we joined Sky Team, it's been 10 cycles already, I think. 10 months, I think. We have promoted either a diamond or an emerald every single cycle since we joined Sky Team. Last cycle, just past cycle 52, 3 new emeralds on our team. 2 from Dubai, 1 in Canada. 5 new rubies last cycle. All from the events. Because people make big decisions at big events. Events is an acronym. Eliminates vision, elevates vision, eliminates negative thoughts. Events elevates vision, eliminates negative thoughts. In Spanish, evento eleva visión y elimina negatividad, tentaciones y obstáculos. Evento eleva visión, elimina negatividad, tentaciones y obstáculos. Eventos es un acrónimo. So we have these events, guys. You have to utilize them. They're going to happen with or without you. Now that you're making that decision, okay, I'm going to this event, the next decision is, who am I bringing to this event? Who is bigger than me? Who is better than me that I can bring to an event that's bigger than me? So as we finish this call, I want you guys to decide what your rank will be for this cycle. Decide what your rank is going to be. Then I want you to decide how you're going to reverse engineer it by getting X amount of people to the event that will help you. For example, I had 100 people at that convention, and it helped me get to diamond coming out of that convention. So you have all those events that I just put on the screen. How many people will you get to that event? You're going to decide here, okay, I want to hit emerald. Okay, I need 50 people at the event. I want to hit diamond. I need 100 people at the event. I want to hit ruby. I need 30 people. So decide what your rank will be. Then decide how many people you're going to get to that event so that it can happen. So you don't have to do it hard. You don't have to work it hard. You can work it smart. And then decide to take action. Go buy your tickets right now. Go register. You and your team. Get with your team that you have already. Say, okay, what's your rank? What's your rank? How many tickets you need? How many tickets you need? And execute. Execute, ladies and gentlemen. You see, this system not only worked for me, it worked for Justin and AJ and their team. Jericho just did a boot camp in Dubai. And look what happened. 2 people promoted to Emerald. 2 people promoted to Ruby. So that's how we operate our business. We decide what our goal is. What's our goal? What's our rank? Then we decide to put events in place and then decide how many people need to be at this event so that it can yield the amount of volume that we need in order to achieve our goals. That's the formula. There's no secret. So with that being said, guys, I told you this call was not going to be long, but it was going to be effective. It was going to be short and straight to the point. So I'm happy and grateful that you stayed to the end, all 197 of you. But now it's time to make a decision and it's time to take action. Like I said in the beginning of the call, Javi, Cami, Luis Fernando, Ivan, and myself decided 2 cycles ago that cycle 53 was going to be the biggest cycle for SkyTeam ever in the history of SkyTeam. We decided this 2 cycles ago. Now we have the events in place, and now we're taking action to pack out these events. You can make a decision. Are you going to be a part of history or are you going to watch history? There's 3 types of people in this world, my mentor told me. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who be like, what the heck just happened? Which one are you? Let's make history, family. Love you guys, and I will see you guys in every single one of those events. I'm not missing. I'll be in Bogota. I'll be in Medellin. I'll be in Toronto. I'll be in Vancouver June 15 for the North American Convention. I'm going to all events because I know the power of events. How many events are you going to attend? That's my question. And how many people are you going to get there? The choices you make will eventually make you. Thank you for your time. You guys have a blessed rest of your day and a productive weekend. And let's crush cycle 53. Thank you very much.